Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend.
Oh,
I'll help you carry on.
Kat, you got some pipes. What's the deal with Lean on Me? What's going on with you?
Well, Rich, it just brought some memories of Patterson Eastside High School,
Okay.
which was depicted in the famous movie Lean on Me.
Right.
Morgan Freeman and Joe Clark is smiling somewhere.
I'm Rich Bevensee, host of High School Sports right here on NJ.com. Right here is John Haley, our beat writer for the Star-Ledger for Boys Hoops. And John's about to embark on a little Patterson Eastside expose because they're making big news lately.
Right. In the preseason, they've been on a little bit of a roll. The program's been building, and in the preseason we had them ranked 14th in the top 20, and then they proceeded in their first five games. They beat four teams we had ranked in the preseason. Some big names: Seton Hall Prep, North Tech, Teaneck, and then Hudson Catholic.
Okay.
And then we moved them up in the top 10 all the way to number 6, and then on Sunday night. Just this Sunday, they proved it wasn't a fluke by shocking the world by beating, perennial state power and national power St. Anthony.
How big is that upset? I mean, how important is that to our state history?
Yeah, I mean, to put it in perspective, last year St. Anthony had an 83-game winning streak snapped, and they lost to St. Benedict's, and then they hadn't lost to we did some research, last night, and they hadn't lost to a public school team since 2009 to Plainfield. So it's pretty historical.
Well, why don't you tell us about the guys involved that are bringing Patterson Eastside to everybody's attention here? What's wrong with the team itself?
I had a chance to see them play early in the year at a showcase in West Orange against St. Peter's Prep, and they beat them by 10. They're kind of a unique team because they have two 5'3" guards, including a freshman who starts. And then the rest of the team, they go about 8 or 9 deep. The rest of the team is like 6'3" and taller, 6'5", 6. They have 6'6" guards. They're led by a 6'3" junior, Assem Johnson. He averages close to 25 points a game. I mean, he's dropping in 32 and 28 like it's nothing. Against Hudson Catholic, he had 27. And he's a big kid, but he can bring up the ball. He's like he's kind of a matchup nightmare too. And he's And then they have Shakur Justin. He's a 6'7" junior forward. He's averaging 13 points. And against St. Peter's Prep, the game that I saw, I mean, he was the MVP of that game. He had 19 points and 18 rebounds. But they're far from a two-man team. They have Ahmad Doda. He's a 6'3" senior guard. He's averaging 10.5 points a game.
Okay.
You can go on. Aaron Abrams, he's one of the five. He's a 5'3" junior guard. He can score in double figures, and they have a bunch of really good role players. For example, 6'6" junior Marquell Sheffield. He had they were up by a point against St. Anthony. St. Anthony's coming down. He had the block shot at the buzzer to kind of preserve the win.
Okay.
And just a footnote, they've been down in a lot of their games. They were down by 15, looking at my notes here, they're down by 15 in the game, 13, they were down by 12, they're down by 4 to St. Anthony's with a minute 48, and that usually spells doom for most teams when they're playing at St. Anthony's. But unique story.
Very nice, very nice, and congratulations to Patterson Eastside for your rise to prominence. That's very impressive.
Yeah.
John, why don't you tell us about the rest of the top 20? I know we've had a lot of snow and cancellations of games, postponements. What's exactly going on with the top 20 right now?
Yeah, a new top 20 comes out on Tuesday, and with the break of the new year and the bad weather, really hasn't been too much movement. Matter of fact, there's only going to be one team coming out and one team coming in. They're both from South Jersey, so they try to figure that out. But Patterson Eastside, they were number 6 last week, so you can expect them to bump up even higher this week.
Well, I tell you what, I bet you the Patterson Eastside players are willing to promise you that if you keep crooning, they'll keep tuning up their game. What do you say to that?
Let's see how this turns out.
All right, for John Haley, I'm Rich Bevensee, your host of NJ School Sports right here on NJ.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.